Hi students, welcome back to my channel Evolve Solving Physics. Today we are going to discuss some motion parameters based on the object which is projected vertically upward. Means when we have projected the object in vertically upward direction, based on that topic we are going to derive some motion parameters. First motion parameter is maximum height. Maximum height is denoted with capital H with suffix maximum. H maximum. H represents height, maximum height. Max represents maximum height suffix. So H maximum. What is mean by maximum height means? First, suppose if an object is, this is the point of projection. Point of projection means from which point we are throwing the object vertically upward. Means we are throwing the object, we are projecting the object with an initial velocity u. We are throwing the object, we are projecting the object in vertically upward direction with velocity u. U is the initial velocity. It is projected with initial velocity. At this point the object, that is the final velocity, will become 0. Means at this point the object will becomes rest. Then automatically it freely falls and comes to the projected point. So at the point where the velocity will become 0, that point is considered as maximum height. Maximum height. What is maximum height means? The maximum displacement traveled by the projected object with when the velocity will becomes 0. That is called maximum height for a body projected vertically upward. The body is projected vertically upward. The maximum vertical displacement, this is the vertical displacement. Maximum vertical I said that this is the distance traveled by the object. I have considered in freely falling and vertically projected body, the distance traveled by the object is considered as the height traveled by the body. Here what I said, maximum displacement, this is the maximum displacement. This is the maximum displacement from ground. From ground. Ground means projected point. From ground to the maximum displacement, about which its velocity is 0. When the velocity is 0, the maximum displacement from the ground can be called it as maximum height. So when we consider the maximum height means when the velocity, final velocity will become 0, means the point where the object return back to its projectile point. That we considered as maximum height. So H maximum means maximum displacement from the ground. This is the maximum displacement. Just remember that this will becomes the height H. Ground to point where the velocity will become 0. That displacement can be considered as H maximum. We derive an expression, formula for the maximum height based on these terms. So as we are projected with velocity, initial velocity u equals to u. When we will get maximum height at maximum displacement, s equals to h maximum. And when h maximum will be obtained when v equals to 0. So which formula can we use it to derive maximum height means? We know that p square minus u square equals to 2as and 2as. I said for a vertically projected body, the acceleration due to gravity will becomes negative. So a equals to minus z. For a freely falling body, acceleration due to gravity will becomes positive, but for a vertically projected body, the acceleration due to gravity will become negative. So minus g. So a is the uniform acceleration for a body which is thrown vertically upward or downward, but upward we are throwing in upward direction. So a equals to minus z. Substitute all these values in this formula to get the maximum height. V square means 0 square minus u square is u square. 2 a is minus g, s is h maximum. What we want here? H maximum. 0 minus u square is minus u square equals to we can multiply this minus 2g h maximum. We want h maximum, so send minus 2g to the left hand side, it will divide. Minus u square by minus 2g equals to h maximum. Minus minus will be cancelled, so h maximum is equal to u square by 2g. U square by 2g. So this is an expression to find the maximum height when an object is projected vertically upward. At this point, the velocity will become 0. The velocity means the final velocity will become 0. The maximum displacement from the ground, we consider it as maximum height. So maximum height expression is u square by 2g. This is an important parameter used in problem solving. So everyone should remember that maximum height is the point when an object is thrown vertically upward. At that point, the maximum displacement from the ground at which the velocity will become 0. When the velocity will become 0, at that point the object which return back to the projected point, that point can be considered as maximum height. At that point the final velocity will become 0. That we consider it as maximum height. Maximum height expression is u square by 2g. For suppose they given some terms, that is initial velocity. If they have given initial velocity, they say to find the maximum height for a vertically projected upward body. You can substitute in this formula. So taking g as 9.8, u as given value, so you can calculate the maximum height. Okay, next we are going to discuss one more parameter based on object which is thrown vertically upward. So time of ascent. Time of ascent is denoted by Ta. This is the one of the important motion parameter when an object is vertically projected upward. First we have discussed maximum height, and next parameter is time of ascent. Time of ascent is denoted by T suffix A. Small t represents time, A represents ascent. Time of ascent is denoted by T suffix A. For suppose, for an object which is projected vertically upward with initial velocity u, at the point maximum displacement from the ground at which velocity will become 0 means we considered it as maximum height. So the time taken, for suppose for an object is projected upward, the time taken to reach the maximum height, we call it as time of ascent. The time ascent means which object is thrown vertically upward. So time of ascent, to derive an expression for time of ascent, so we take the parameters u equals to u, v equals to 0, and s equals to h maximum, a equals to, what we take here, a as minus z, because we are projecting vertically upward here. So we are going to derive time of ascent. Time of ascent means we consider v equals to u plus at. V equals to u plus at. Here v is 0, u is u, a is plus of minus z. T means here time taken by the object projected vertically upward to reach the maximum height na. So t equals to ta. So 0 equals to u plus into minus z ta. So as I am sending u to the left hand side, minus u equals to minus z ta. We want ta here. Ta equals to minus u by minus g. Minus will be cancelled. Ta equals to u by g. So time of ascent, we got the time of ascent means this is the time taken by the object to reach the maximum height when it is projected vertically upward. So what the time taken by the object when it is projected upward to reach the maximum height is u by g. So maximum height is u square by 2g and time of ascent is u by g. Now we are going to discuss time of descent. So I said that for time of ascent, an object is projected vertically upward, the time taken by the body to reach the maximum height. This is called time of ascent. What is time of descent means? The time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum height is called time of descent. Now what is mean by time of descent means? For suppose if a object is This is an object. An object is thrown vertically upward with initial velocity u. Okay, it reaches the maximum height. When it reaches the maximum height, the point where the final velocity will become 0, at that point the object is with maximum height. From that point, when the body reaches the ground, from which point? From maximum height to the object should reach the point of projection, should reach the ground. When the object is freely falling from the maximum height, the initial velocity will become 0. As you all know that for a vertically projected upward body, the final velocity will become 0 at maximum height. When a object is freely falling from the maximum height, the initial velocity will become 0. As you all know that for a freely falling body, the initial velocity is 0, a equals to z, s equals to h. For a vertically projected upward body, what I said, when it reaches the maximum height, the final velocity will become 0, a equals to minus z, s equals to h. So what is time of descent means? For a body projected vertically upward, the time taken to travel the object from maximum height to the ground, that is called time of descent. Thrown upward represents time of ascent, which reaches the maximum height. The time taken by the body to fall freely from the maximum height is called time of descent. Without any time of ascent, there will be no time of descent. So when you take time of ascent, time of descent means when an object is thrown vertically upward, then only we can take time of ascent, and when it is freely falling from the maximum height which reaches the ground can be taken as time of descent. Without any upward projection, there will be no time of ascent and no time of descent. For upward motion, you know that for upward motion means object is moving with initial velocity u at maximum height, s equals to h maximum, as you all know that, and v equals to 0. This is for upward motion. So we want h maximum here. V square minus u square equals to 2as. So for upward motion, a is minus g, and for upward direction means a body is vertically projected upward, a will becomes minus g. For a freely falling body, a will becomes plus g. So a equals to minus g. So a equals to minus g. S is here h maximum. Why I am taking h maximum means it reaches the maximum height. At that maximum height, we will be equals to 0. So 0 square is 0 itself. 0 minus u square equals to minus 2g h maximum. We want h maximum here. 0 minus u square is minus u square equals to minus 2g h maximum. H maximum equals to has minus 2g is multiplying here. I am sending it left hand side, it will divide. Minus u square by minus 2g. U minus minus will be cancelled. So h maximum equals to u square by 2g. So this is the maximum height. In step 1, what we got? For an upward motion at maximum height, we got a value of h maximum equals to u square by 2g. So now we are going to calculate in step 2 the time of descent, the time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum height. Downward motion means it's a freely falling body. As you all know that for a downward motion freely falling body, u equals to 0 and a equals to g, and I am taking s equals to h maximum here because here the time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum height. So s equals to h maximum, u equals to 0, a equals to g, s equals to h maximum, and time, what I am taking the time as t equals to td. The time of ascent is denoted by TA and time of descent is denoted by TD. So here the time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum height. So T equals to TD. So now we are going to calculate TD here. S equals to UT plus half at square. Substitute these values here. S equals to h maximum and u equals to 0 into td plus half a is g here and td square. H maximum, we know the value of h maximum, that is from step 1, h square by 2g. As we solved here, h square by 2g in step 1 for upward motion. H square by 2g is equal to 0 into anything is 0 plus half g td square. So u square by 2g equals to 0 plus anything will be anything itself, half g td square. Now, so g is, what g is happening here, multiplying. I am sending to left hand side, it will divide by 2g into 1 by g is equal to td square, half td square. U square by 2g square is equal to half td square. This can be written as td square by 2. So u square by 2g square equals to td square by 2. So 2 is dividing here. I am sending to left hand side. It will multiply. U square by 2g square into 2 equals to td square. 2 will be cancelled. So td square equals to u square by g square. So td square equals to u square by g square. So this can be written as td square equals to u by g whole square. Make squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. What you will get? Td square whole power 1 by 2 is equal to u by g whole square whole power 1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled, 2 will be cancelled. So td equals to u by g. So the time taken by the body to reach the ground from the maximum heat is u by g. So we discussed that time of ascent. For time of ascent, what is time of ascent? Ta equals to u by g, and here td equals to u by g, means the time taken by the upward motion, that is time of ascent, and time taken for the downward motion, that is time of descent, is same, that is u by g. So see here, for a body projected vertically upwards, the time of ascent is equal to time of descent, Ta equals to Td, that is equal to u by g. So you will get time of ascent and time of descent when an object is projected vertically upward. Without vertical projection in upward direction, there will be no time of ascent and no time of ascent. When a body is thrown vertically upward, for an upward motion we will get the time of ascent, that is u by g. From maximum height to ground, for downward motion, the time we will get, that is time of descent, u by g. So the time of ascent is equal to time of descent, that is u by g. Now we are going to discuss another motion parameter based on vertically projected upward body, that is time of flight. What is time of flight? Time of flight means the sum of time of ascent and time of descent is called time of flight. Time of flight is denoted by Tf, T suffix f, or you can represent it as capital T. So Tf represents time of flight of, or capital T represents time of flight. What is time of flight? Time of flight is sum of Ta and Td. Sum of means Ta is time of ascent and Td is time of descent. So Tf is equal to Ta plus Td, that is Ta is u by g plus time of descent is u by g. U by g plus u by g is 2u by g. So the time of flight is 2u by g. The total time taken by the body to remain in air. So that is 2u by g. Just remember that what is time of flight means the sum of time of ascent and time of descent is called time of flight, that is tf. T suffix f or capital T represents time of flight. Ta plus td equals to u by g plus u by g, 2u by g. So what from we have discussed 4 parameters, that is first is maximum height, that is u square by 2g, time of ascent Ta equals to u by g, time of descent Td equals to u by g, and time of flight Tf equals to 2u by g. These are the 4 motion parameters we discussed so far. These 4 parameters will obtain only when an object is projected vertically upward. This is happened, these motion parameters are obtained only when an object is projected vertically upward. Without upward projection, there will be no maximum height, time of ascent, time of descent, and time of flight. These are the 4 important motion parameters which is very useful in problem solving. So we are going to discuss one more motion parameter. This is the last motion parameter for a body projected vertically upward. First, what we are going to discuss means velocity of a body on reaching the point of projection, that is V striking. Means what we are going to discuss, as so far we discussed that at maximum height V equals to 0 when it is projected with velocity u upward. For a freely falling body, from the maximum height u will be 0. It reaches the point of projection. At point of projection, what we will get? V. I said for a freely falling body. For a freely falling body, u equals to g, a equals to plus g, and at this point we have the velocity v equals to v for freely falling body. But now we are going to discuss that is vertically projected upward body. For suppose a body is vertically projected upward, okay, upward with initial velocity u, it reaches the maximum height. At that point v equals to 0, and from the maximum height it is reaching the ground. When it is reaching the ground, for downward motion u equals to 0, but the point of projection the body is reaching with velocity v, that is v striking here. When we will get v striking? When a body is projected upward and it reaches the point of projection, that is ground, that will becomes the v striking. Okay, for a upward motion it is projected with u velocity. For a downward motion it reaches with v velocity. So we are going to find the velocity of body on reaching the point of projection. So now here we are going, when we will get the v striking? When an object is projected vertically upward. So a equals to minus g. So here v equals to v striking. Why I am taking v equals to v striking? Because I am going to find the velocity of body on reaching the point of projection. At point of projection we will get v equals to v striking when for a downward motion itself. Reaching the point of projection means first we have to throw in the upward motion. Means it is reaching the ground means first we will get time of ascent, then time of descent. Both we will get, means we can take it as time of flight. So time equals to Tf equals to 2u by g here. And a equals to minus g. Why I am taking a equals to minus g? Without vertical upward motion we won't get the point of projection here. So next v equals to u plus at. V is equals to v striking, u equals to u. Why I am taking u equals to u? To get point of projection for a upward motion, first we are projecting with u velocity itself. So u equals to u. We are not taking any maximum heights here, maximum height here. Just we are considering velocities. For an upward motion, For a vertically up projected body, we use initial velocity. For striking, we will get V, capital V, that is V striking. So I am considering these. Without upward motion, we won't get time of flight, anything itself. So A equals to minus G. Substitute here. A is minus G, T is TF. V striking is equal to U minus G into TF is 2U by G. G will be cancelled. V striking is equal to U minus 2U. U minus 2 is minus U. Minus U. So V striking means the velocity of a body on reaching the point of projection is equal to minus U. How they are? They are in opposite direction to each other. Negative sign represents opposite direction. Means what you have observed here, when an object is projected vertically upward, the object to reach the point of projection will be in opposite direction to each other. So upward velocity will be opposite to the downward velocity. So this is observed from this application. The body reaches the point of projection with the same speed of projection. So this is the speed of projection, that is, it is projected with U and reaches with V. In which direction? In opposite direction. So these are the important motion parameters when an object is projected vertically upward. So if we have any doubts, please comment me in comment box. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.